Before we head into this episode, just a heads up that this episode was pre-recorded from late 2025. Some of the films mentioned won't be the most recent releases, but if you want to stay up to date with the industry and see what's going on, then check out our socials at alwaysonfilm.pod, or you can stay tuned for our upcoming season 2. Enjoy!
Do another clappy clap.
Yeah.
Epic clapping.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hello everybody and welcome to Always on Film, brought to you by the Transmission Roundhouse.
In this week's episode, Imi Luel and I are talking to the lovely Yali Topol Margalith about all things drama school, entry into the industry, and her exciting work in things from the Tattooist of Auschwitz to Good Girls Guide to Murder.
So we are really excited to also be doing a giveaway this episode. We'll be giving away 2 signed copies from A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. We've got the first one and the second one, which the second series is going to be based on. And all you need to do to enter is to make sure you're following us at Always on Film, tag 3 friends in the comments and share it to your story. Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we kind of just start by talking about what we've seen this week. So just generally, like, is there anything...
Or not even this week, but like
recently.
any movie that stood out for you recently that you've watched.
Yeah, you know what I watched the other day? I watched Juno.
Oh my
Juno.
god.
Oh, yes.
I haven't
look
seen
at
it
that.
since I was about, 10?
Yeah, it's a proper
And
classic.
you watch it from a completely different lens.
Perspective.
For sure.
Yeah,
As an
absolutely.
adult, as an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It is.
Yeah.
It is really good.
I love
like
the
that
music
film.
and the characters are
Yeah.
beautiful. And the style is really gorgeous. And now everything I read, every script that I get, I read as if it's Juno. Since then, this was like a week ago. My friend got an audition and he was like, "Can you help me with this tape?" And I was like, "Of course." And he read it to me and I was like, "Yeah, I just feel like it's more quirky and underplayed.
It's a little bit more of
and
this.
It's a bit this." And he's like, "You're talking about Juno again, aren't you?"
You're
like,
like,
I am
maybe.
talking about Juno
I
again.
feel that way about Perks of a Wallflower. And I watch it again now and it hits different. Like, it's just
So
a
good.
different...
Michael Cera is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's so good.
He's
in that
phenomenal
film.
Yeah.
in everything. Yeah.
No, he is really good.
So good.
What have I watched? Oh, I watched 10 Things I Hate About You
Oh,
yesterday.
Another
evening.
classic. I haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
So
good.
Good.
Loved it.
Amazing.
Loved it. I was honestly debating if I put it in like my top 4, and then I was like, no, I've switched it like 3 times in the last month, so I actually need to stop.
Yeah, I feel like that's valid. Though.
Yeah, it's just such a good film.
Yeah.
And I needed something like uplifting. In the last episode, we talked
Yeah.
about this, but Kitty and me went to see the Stephen King The Long Walk.
Oh god, still getting over it.
wait.
I was going to say, I was still getting over it. It's a brilliant film.
Is it?
It's
Okay.
very intense.
I'm not great with horror.
Yeah, it's
I'm not, but recently I've been tiptoeing
Tipping
into
your-
it because my
yeah.
partner is obsessed with horror, and I know
Does
you
he
just
have
wrote
a
horror.
Yeah. Does he have a favourite horror? Do you have a
Mm-hmm.
favourite horror?
Girl, no.
No.
I would
I'll
rather
ask you
watch
again in a month.
comedy.
Anything else?
But this was a very good movie, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
Well,
it.
it was amazing, but I will say I was spending half of it under my coat because I'm not good with graphic injuries.
Oh, neither.
Oh,
So
is it?
it's
basically
it's
the
that
entire
kind of horror.
Is it like
It's-
warfare level? Where...
I haven't seen that, but I've heard it's a similar ankle injury situation.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Thank God for Luel.
No, I literally went because I knew when the injuries were coming, so I literally turned to Kitty and I was like, "This is the time to hide under your jacket."
Well done. You're a
was like,
really
"Do
good
not
friend.
look."
Yes, that's really kind.
It's party time. Under I go.
Go under.
I know. I've mainly been watching, similar to you, very wholesome things. I think trying to like correct the like
That, yeah.
long walk
Undo.
moment. I really watched this film I watched when I was a kid, and it's very rogue. It's an adaptation of Pollyanna.
Oh,
But
that?
it's a kid's book. But when I watched it, the adaptation I watched when I was a kid, she's British. And then I found out that the book is American.
I was gonna say,
and
it's
she's
an-
meant
it's-
to be American.
Yeah.
So it just really like threw me for a loop.
Why have they taken it in that direction?
Yeah, I've no
Like,
idea.
why not?
Yeah. Rewatched it, and no shade to that film, but maybe don't always rewatch films from your childhood.
Don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, sometimes you can just like leave them.
This is
I feel that about a lot of old Adam Sandler movies that I used to watch and be
yeah.
like, gosh, what a dream, what a perfect script. And then you rewatch it and you're like,
You're like, ooh,
Yikes.
it was
hard one to
okay.
swallow.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Imogen.
I saw last night one battle after another.
Oh.
Wait, that is what it's called, isn't it? Yeah.
Way.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it
we
was
want to go see that
good.
next
Yeah, I'm
week.
definitely
It was
to see
good.
that.
Yeah.
Is it 3 hours long?
Yeah,
it?
it is long. Yeah.
3 hours.
And I struggled
Why
to
are
sit
movies so
still.
long?
Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna. I can't. To be fair, I didn't know it was 3 hours before I sat down, which I'm glad about because I would have been spiraling all day.
Quite grateful.
Like, oh my god, I need to
Checking
bring my
your
fidget
phone.
toys. Like, yeah.
40 minutes in.
Yeah, literally. But it was good. I
Yeah.
thought it was paced very well. There was a specific car chase at the end that was like quite long. But the pacing was great. For me, I struggled with concentrating, so for me it was great. That was a win.
I was going to say that's
High
actually,
review
I was
from
going to say
you.
that's
Yeah.
a high review
I
from
gave it
Imi.
4.5.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I gave it
Did
4.5. Leonardo
Oh,
DiCaprio
hello.
it's so silly as well, and it's so
Yeah.
fun. And I
The
haven't
trailer
seen him
looks
do it.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It looks so funny.
It's so weird, and I can't remember her name. The girl who plays Willa. It's quite like a breakout role for her. She plays Leonardo DiCaprio's daughter,
Right.
and she was great in it. And I haven't seen Leonardo do something so silly in a
She's-
long time.
Yes, I know who she is. She
Yeah.
is friends with my friend. And I remember my friend talking to me for a long time about, she's like, oh, I met this girl. She's American. I met this girl and she just did a movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and it's going to be so good. And I was just like,
who's this?
cute.
Yeah.
And then this came out and I was like, wait,
You're
that's
like,
the girl.
that's
That's
the
the
girl.
movie. Everyone's
Wow.
talking about this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
And there's a
Looks
buzz.
Fantastic.
It's set to
yeah.
be nominated for
Well,
Oscars.
exactly, because everybody who's reviewing it is raving about it. Like The Guardian, I
buzz.
think, recently did
yeah,
a
they
review
did
on it.
5 stars.
Which for
Yeah.
the Guardian, yeah, I was going to say, I was
Woof.
like, oh, you don't see that a lot.
Woof.
But
Yeah.
the music, like, if you listen to the soundtrack without knowing what you'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
Is
none of
this?
this makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like opera going on. There's drum and bass. There's like
my God, I love
Challengers-esque like like
Yeah.
going on. But like, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so weird, but it just worked.
Love a weird
Oh,
movie.
you've
Yeah.
just sold it. To
I
me.
was
Yeah.
going to
Wait.
say,
I
yeah,
can't
we've
wait.
been meaning to book it. We need to do that.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah,
So-
we've got some icebreaker questions. Like a few. I don't know. How would you just like quick fire?
yeah, just like simple questions. Just basically, what's your favourite film? Do you have
Yeah.
a favourite film? Top 3, top 4?
I have
anything
my
like that?
I have my top 4.
Yeah,
Oh,
give
hit
us
us.
your top 4.
I have my top 4 and I've written them down because I don't like to be on my phone
yeah.
when I'm talking to people.
This is literally directed at me and Amy with our phones out.
Yeah, like yeah. Me
Not to
neither.
judge.
This side of the table.
Not to
Just
judge
over
anyone.
here on our
No, no, it's a me thing.
No, I get that.
It's a me problem because
Yeah.
my phone is work
Yeah.
and it's always with me and it's constant and my family is always complaining about it because while they're talking to me I'm like, yeah.
You're
for
like,
sure.
mhm.
Yeah.
Just checking my emails.
Yeah.
So anyway,
No, fair.
my top 4. Okay, I saw this movie. It's called My Favorite Cake. Does anyone know it?
No.
It changed my life.
Okay.
I went to the BFI and saw it on South Bank and saw
Yeah.
it with my friend. It was super spontaneous.
Yeah.
And they handed out leaflets before to like explain about the movie. It's an Iranian film and it's basically about 2 people who are in their 80s, I think, a man and a woman, and they fall in love. And they decide to be together and they have sex and cook for each other and play games and listen to music and get really drunk.
Oh,
And
that.
it's everything that leads up to it and their lives before they met each other. But it's just perfect. I thought it was perfect. It's definitely not a feel-good film. It was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But just very authentic, and it was written by a man and a woman, and they both basically did everything on it. They were writers, producers, directors,
Wow.
costume designers,
Wow.
production designers. So it really is like someone's passion
their
project.
baby.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's their
like we
baby.
talked about before
Yeah.
we started recording about when
Yeah.
you write something
Yeah.
and then you hand it over to someone else.
Yeah.
What is that like?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got to do everything pretty
That's
much,
so nice.
and you feel it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Wow.
My favorite cake.
I need to
My
check
favourite
that
cake, I was
out.
gonna say.
Couldn't
Great.
recommend it
Yeah.
more.
Added to the
Okay.
watch list.
Add it to the watch list.
Add it
Yeah.
to the watch list.
Yeah.
Then I've got Tangerine. I just love Tangerine. Sean Baker.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't love Sean. I don't know Sean Baker personally, but I like his work.
Like his
a
work,
lot.
yeah.
I really liked Honora when I saw it. and
Loved
Loved
Honora.
Honora.
Wow.
Loved
I was like,
that
oh,
film.
that's what I want to do. I want to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
thing,
Exact
Can we do a
thing, yeah.
remake like
Yeah.
that this year?
Yeah, and I thought Tangerine was just perfect.
Yeah, brilliant.
The way that he uses non-actors and actors, and He filmed the whole thing on an iPhone. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's mad.
Really?
How impressive is that?
See, you can make movies without fancy equipment.
With anything.
Yeah.
You can do anything.
Yeah.
That's
I just-
crazy. I,
yeah.
did not know
I love
that.
it.
Wow.
It blew my mind.
Yeah.
And it's shot so beautifully.
It's
and
stunning.
the way it flows, the
Yeah.
storytelling. It doesn't feel like it's being, oh, and now is the introduction to a new character. And now
Yeah.
we're being, and this person. Everything feels natural and organic and important.
Yeah.
Equally important. So have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Must.
But I do like Sean Baker.
It's on
so-
Amazon.
Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime.
So,
Yeah.
tonight.
Easy.
Yeah, do
Easy. It's about sex workers in LA
Okay.
in the early 2000s.
I think so.
Yeah,
Like,
I
yeah.
can't remember, but
Yeah.
that sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Based on the fashion.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
definitely.
that, right?
Feels
Yeah.
correct.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it's like all his movies funny and heartbreaking and
Yeah.
quite
He's a brilliant writer.
educational.
Yeah.
It felt like. I
just-
mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just always gets the balance right, I feel.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's why Nora landed so well, because it was so heartbreaking and life affirming at the same time.
Yeah, as
Like,
well as being hilarious.
ridiculous,
So it's
yeah.
just like
It's just so funny. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Anyway,
that's really good.
that's that one. And then Best in Show is probably one of my favorites.
Oh, I have not
That rings
seen
a
that.
Best in Show is a comedy, and it's one of those movies that you really like watching as an actor. I think you
Yeah.
watch it and you think about how much fun it was to make. It's a mockumentary.
Nice.
I
love
love-
a mockumentary.
Love
yeah.
a mockumentary. I
Yeah.
love The Office, and Arrested Development is not a mockumentary, but it's something
gives-
about it.
I was
like
gonna say it
it.
the way
feels
it's
like
filmed or
Yeah.
handheld.
yeah.
Abbott Elementary.
I know.
Oh
also,
my
I just
god!
Love that.
Abbott Elementary.
Yeah,
The way
I haven't seen the latest season, but I've been.
It's
I need to
great,
watch- I was gonna
actually.
say I
Yeah,
need to
it's
watch
good.
it.
It's
Yeah.
great. I feel like, especially in Abbott, the way that the camera is another character.
Yeah, like the entire documentary team is an entire unseen part of it, and it just makes it so funny.
And how people
Yeah.
change as soon as the camera's in the room,
Yeah.
when they know it's in the room, when they don't. And they did it in The Office as well. It's
Yeah.
just, it's so good. So Best in Show is one of those. And the cast is just redonkulous. I'm not even going to start naming people because every name is a killer.
Yeah.
And it's about a dog show
Oh,
competition.
Yes.
And the kind of people that go.
Wait, how have I never heard
I've
of
seen
this?
this.
No,
I was
it's
gonna
ringing
say.
a bell.
It's
How
so
have I never
good.
seen this?
It's ridiculously funny. It's just brilliant. And it's one of those where, again, I think if you're an actor, you watch it and then you rewind and you watch another part again and then you go back and you're like, I can't believe that this happened.
Yeah.
How did they think of this? Yeah. Love that movie. And my top one is probably, it's Yannick. I don't know if you guys know Yannick.
Rings a bell.
Yannik.
Yeah.
It's a French movie by Quentin Dupieux.
Dupieux.
And it's just like, I like theatre a lot.
Yeah.
And I like films that are like a play. And I also
Yeah.
like plays that are like a film.
Yeah.
It's like all of my passions in one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I watched Yannick, I think I just graduated from drama school where theatre was my life and
Yeah.
my world. And I
Yeah, it
was
takes
thinking
over.
about it.
Yeah.
And I watched this movie that was like a play.
Yeah.
It's like a pressure cooker film, and it comments on the industry. It's about this French guy
Yeah.
that goes to see a play, and he's sitting there and the play's going on, and he just stops it and says, "Is this it? Because this is not good enough. I paid to be here. I took a train from far
Yeah, like
away.
I travelled here.
I have work tomorrow and I'm getting less sleep for this. That's it." And just the way it escalates is redonkulous and hilarious and scary.
That's.
Ooh.
I was going to say,
Probably
your
my
top
favourite.
4 are amazing.
Ah,
Yeah.
Interesting
So
ones,
good.
They're
yeah.
amazing. Yeah, I'm like so intrigued now.
Thanks. Thanks. Maybe I'm
like, I don't-
overselling as well.
No,
No,
probably
not at all.
not.
I
But I'm
love
like, now I'm
Yannick.
intrigued by the dog show and the theatre guy.
Yeah.
I need to watch these
Yannick,
now.
and it's only
Yeah.
67 minutes.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
so short.
That's right on my
Your
spec.
my lunch break,
Delicious.
yeah.
I know, right? Couldn't recommend it more.
Yeah.
Oh. Do you have like a favourite cinema that's like your go-to in London or
The
anywhere?
BFI.
The
BFI.
BFI
On
nice.
South Bank.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's so
South
cool.
Bank is
nice.
unreal as
I
well.
love the
just-
cafe in there as well.
It's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah,
and I
sometimes
also
work from
really,
home.
really like old cinemas.
Yeah.
Same.
I like the feeling. It feels like you're a kid again and you're going with your parents.
You're like
Sure.
excited.
There's a cinema in Austria, in Vienna, that I really like, called, I actually have it written down, Vienna Votiv Kino. And I love it so much because it feels really underground.
Yeah.
But they have amazing facilities. And I went to see We Live in Time there. But I tend to get, my emotions are really strong and high.
Yeah.
And my amazing partner, Timo, thought that it would be an easier experience to watch this movie if we watched it while it was being screened for babies. So they have something called Baby Kino.
Baby Kino.
Which is when people that have kids, have babies under the age of 1, can go with their child.
So if it screams, it's okay.
If it's crying, it's okay.
Yeah.
And so the lights are not all the way down.
That's so
and the volume is not all the way up.
Wow.
And we were
It's just like a softer screening of it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I love babies.
Yeah.
I so does he. So we went there, and the whole way in, people kept being like, "You do know what this is?
Yeah.
You're
Are you aware?" And we were like, "Hey." It was like at 10 a.m. And it was just the perfect way to watch this story about a family and falling in love. So it wasn't too overwhelming. Every time something horribly sad happened, a baby just farts, and you're like,
you're like, oh,
life is beautiful. Yeah.
That's so
Sad
good.
movie.
I love that cinema.
Yeah.
That's like the cousin does a dog day screening on a Sunday morning.
I always
I've been
want to.
there a
I
few
was going to say I
times.
want to go to those.
Oh my God, yeah.
Really?
And they do the
Bring
same
your dog
thing.
along, yeah.
Yeah, they
that's
lower the
really
lights.
nice.
Do that at Picture House as well.
They probably do.
I
Yeah.
think they might do. Yeah.
I went with my like parents' dog, and they like give you a little bag of like treats to take in. There's blankets. It's so cozy.
That's
and
really cool.
Literally, and you're just sat next to like a
brilliant
Labrador and a
dog.
Shih Tzu, and you're like, what is going on? Like, this is really
Sounds
weird.
like my dream.
Yeah, it's so good. We saw Inside Out too when last time I
yeah.
went. Yeah, it was great.
What a movie.
Yeah, so
What
good.
movie. Yeah, anxiety stressed me out.
Yeah.
Oh, my mind.
And I was like, how would you live up to the first one? But
Yeah.
no, it was great.
They did it.
They handled
They
it
really
perfectly.
did.
Yeah, they did.
Really, it was very moving.
What?
Sorry.
No,
Have
you
not?
need to. I think you'd like it.
I think you'd
like
it
too.
You're missing out.
I mean, I
The
probably
animation's
would.
really good as well.
I just haven't. Yeah.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
It's on there, I think.
Some-
Tonight.
Go home.
Yeah. There
Go
we
watch
go.
it now.
We've got homework to do. Cool. Well, you spoke a bit about your industry right after graduating a bit earlier. What was your entry like into the industry? Did you know that you always wanted to pursue acting from a young age? Was it kind of what you expected?
Oh God, Imogen.
There it is. It's what you said, what you were afraid to do.
And I didn't even have it on the water. What the hell? Soz.
I always knew I wanted to be an actor. Yes, since I was a kid. My grandfather was an actor, and I remember I must have been 3 or 4, and he was already like, "You are an actor, my darling."
Wow.
And you're like,
Yes. Okay.
"Yes, Papa."
Yeah.
I just thought, I think he's right.
Yeah,
And
he has
he
a
always
point.
took me very seriously as an actor, even when I was
That's
doing
nice.
ballet shows
Yeah.
that were really, really shit, or like,
just twirling in one space.
yeah,
It's
but
Will.
like
Yeah.
it was my life, you know.
Yeah,
I was like
yeah.
the stage. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And he would always watch all my like living room shows on the sofa, like completely invested in what I'm doing and watching me like I was a professional actor. So I sort of started taking myself very seriously as an actor from a young age.
I was going to say, that's
It was
really
never
nice to get the
silly.
support of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
mindset I think is a
I was
gift.
going to say, I think a lot of people experience it, especially if they don't have artists within their family.
Yeah.
That, you know, you say, oh, I want to do a creative job, something like acting, which can be so intimidating. And
Yeah.
often it's not taken serious if you start. And then you kind of need to prove it to people that this is
Sometimes you
actually
need to
something.
prove it to yourself,
Before
think.
you prove it to anybody.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And it's hard when all you hear is, well,
It's more a hobby than
yeah,
a career.
exactly.
Yeah.
You really, I think you believe it. And,
Yeah.
I think that was probably my biggest privilege growing
Yeah.
up in a house that theatre was not only alive, and my mum was an actor, my dad is a musician and was a
Nice.
musical director. So
Yeah.
just being able to go to the theatre and even discover that this is something that I'm interested in is such a privilege.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people go through their whole life and then suddenly go, oh shit, I think I want to be an actor. And it's like I've never been to the theatre. Maybe I've been twice. I've seen the 2 blockbuster whatever is on, you know. And starting my research at such a young age was just that was a gift
Wonderful. Yeah.
from my family, really. They've been so supportive always. And yeah, did the Brit School thing.
Oh, you did.
Oh, nice.
That was
yeah.
fun. I did 4 years of musical theatre.
Ooh.
And I was very committed. Maybe too committed, I think. I think back to my training at Brit, and then I went to Mount View as well, and I did musical theatre there. And kind of wish I had a bit more fun.
Oh, really?
'Cause
Yeah.
I just didn't
I
go
think it's-
out.
Yeah, it's probably
Didn't do
really easy
anything.
to take it very serious, right? To like completely immerse yourself in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it feels like the most, I mean,
Yeah.
you went as well. It feels
Yeah.
like the most important thing in the world.
Be all and end all, kind of.
And it's, yes. And it's really hard to just go and breathe.
Yeah.
And go for a drink.
Yeah, go have a
Silly
pint.
sausage.
Yeah.
Get out of your room. What are you doing?
Yeah.
We were
A monologue
literally
again?
speaking- Yeah, we were speaking to someone about this the other day, and she was saying, like, remembering why you did it in the first place was because you just liked it. You enjoy doing it, and that's it.
100%.
And you sometimes, when training, especially being so intensive and rigorous, you forget that. I mean, you're just doing it because you signed up for it. No one forced you. You know, it's fun.
She also said, which I loved as well, that you need to remember to live as well, and that will inform your art as well, but it also just helps you mentally.
So
like
true.
you can't just be locked in this space where you're taking everything so seriously and you're worrying about every single aspect of, you know, what your future career is going to look like. That's all well and good, but if you're not living right now,
I was going to say, if you kind
And
of
I
dwell
was-
in that fear, it's not going to get you anywhere.
I was just like,
Yeah.
wow, so
Yeah.
intelligent, so wise.
We're trying to be actors and we're trying to tell stories about life without actually living life.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do
To
that.
do that,
It's also really hard. I'm in a weird place right now where I'm trying to figure out how to play characters that are not very eccentric, very into like pop culture and all that stuff, because all my friends are actors
Yeah.
or filmmakers
Yeah.
and everyone, I mean, I'm already quite, you know, extra, and then I'm surrounded by people who are the same, and then I get a tape for shy, introverted,
little quiet,
Wallflower
yeah.
girl, and I'm just like, I don't even know how to begin to
Yeah,
do this.
how do I do that?
Shy, okay, shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I loved Brit. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and then I also really, really loved Mount View a
Yeah.
lot. I felt really supported. I know some people have an experience with drama school where they feel a bit squashed, like their sense of self has been squashed. But I think, for me personally, my experience of Mount View was very encouraging.
Yeah.
My individuality.
Mine
Yeah.
too. I felt like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Mount View.
Shout out to Mount View. Changed my life. But also, you know, you have to be a certain kind of person to, I think, benefit from these kind of institutions. You have to be someone who is very self-assured
Yeah.
and is able to filter some things that are told
Oh yeah.
to you, because
Yeah.
some you know, the teachers are there to share their experience and their knowledge,
Yeah.
sort of the same as what we're doing here,
Yeah.
maybe. And sometimes just because it's my personal experience of the industry or this monologue or this song doesn't mean that it's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And if you go into this kind of space with that headspace, it's much easier to enjoy and to not be so hard on yourself when something doesn't land with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
That's
couldn't-
honestly really good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It couldn't all land on you
No.
because it's
Yeah.
not all for you.
It's mad that like you do 3 years where people just tell you to do things differently, and you become so self-critical. Like for me, I became, I don't know, I've found myself becoming a little bit selfish, or I don't know. I just get these personality traits that I think I developed from being so hard on myself, or focusing on getting a first in this show, or damn it, I wasn't projecting. Like I need to like have my shoulders back and think about this more. And then suddenly I can't move my shoulders for 2 weeks because I'm just like carrying so much tension around. It's like you forget that you're meant to be silly and playful, and also it's so subjective that like,
100%.
you know, they might not actually be right. Sorry. Sorry. But like someone else might have loved that.
Yes.
Is there something that you remember learning at Mount View that maybe you hadn't embodied as much before, that you go back to some certain advice when you're
Oh my
filming
gosh,
something now?
So much.
Yeah.
So much.
Sorry, big question.
No, it's great. I think one of the best things that I think about a lot is this idea of like a title, and how the first time that your character is on screen And the first thing that they say sort of needs to establish who they are. And if you approach a character in a way where you want to go, I want to go against this, I want to show an opposite side to this character, I want to show, don't start with it. And I don't know why I never thought of that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never had it like that.
I don't know why I never thought of that. Sorry, I thought I blocked. I'm like, no. Okay, basically. Yeah, I think that's always been really helpful for me. And oh my gosh, I mean, so much. Sometimes I'm about to do a scene and I'm like, I'm so bored of this. I've already done this a million times and I don't know how to enjoy myself, and I need to enjoy myself, especially if I'm doing comedy, which is mostly what I'm doing. So I'm going to do this take as the color green. I'm just going to do it as the color green. I'm not going to ask too many questions. Sometimes you just do it as green or as a bird or as, you know, sometimes that kind of stuff that they taught us that felt in the moment like so wanky, and you're doing it for 3 hours, you're water for 3 hours. In the moment, just having that in my back pocket, I don't even realize it's in there. I'm just like, I need to do something to change this up. This is going to be it.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you agree?
Nice.
Yeah, fully. Yeah, that's so interesting. And also, like, I feel like some of the things we did, like 6 weeks of animal studies, that was just like a life lesson in stop being embarrassed of yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was being a squirrel for 6 weeks straight. Oh my God. Next to like,
a squirrel too.
Look at you I was the fittest I've ever been. I don't know why I picked that, because someone picked a sloth and slept for 6 weeks straight. I was like, you are quite clever. Like, why did I pick a squirrel? Like, honestly, I had a 6-pack by the end. But anyway, I felt like I'd gone there. I got into drama school during COVID, so it was like all self-takes. Mountview had like never even seen how tall I was. Like, they just like put me in this class of 18 or whatever. Yeah, I was like, sorry. No, I'm kidding. No, but like, yeah, literally just like getting rid of any embarrassment and I don't know, getting rid of tension and being silly. Like,
drama school is just getting used to humiliation.
Yes.
And then it just doesn't, nothing feels like a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if you've been a squirrel for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I was like honestly, the world's my oyster right now.
Like, I could do anything.
I can do anything. You know,
if in
Climb
doubt.
a tree.
If in doubt, be a squirrel.
Be a squirrel.
I could nibble on some food.
I could eat a nut.
I could
I can literally do that anyway.
nibble and
Lol. Funny.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Memories.
What was the question?
No.
Did we have a question? The industry, starting the
Yes.
industry. Did my third year shows, and my school invites agents to come and see us.
Nice.
And
Like a little showcase.
yes, but they also invite them to the productions that we do. So we did first drama school production of Les Mis.
Oh.
It was cool. I was radical.
Should that be a thing?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. Don't be silly. No. We did it.
Yeah.
Nah. And a lot of agents came, and then I was in Company, Stephen Sondheim's Company, and I loved it. And you saw it.
I did. I
That's
saw
so
Les Mis as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because Mountview like changed it completely.
Yeah, well, we did
cool.
Les Mis, but we did it in the future, but not that in the future.
Oh. So like today.
2030.
Oh.
And it was just a bit like, so how do we
what is happening?
How do we show that? How do
Yeah.
we... And nobody really knew, I think, that was happening, but
Yeah. It was cool. Ebony played guitar, didn't she?
yeah, it was
Acting
weird in a
music.
very Mountview way.
Yeah.
And really, really fun to do.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
I don't know if it was fun to watch particularly.
Oh no, I loved it. I had no idea what was like coming next.
Happening.
Anything could happen. Yeah. Yeah.
It was so good. It
Yes.
was, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
I think a lot of people were jealous that you guys got Les Mis, because that's like musical theatre. That's like the musical you think of first.
Yeah. Anyway.
Moving on.
Then we did Company, and I loved Company so much. And my agent came to see this show, and at the
Fell
time,
in love with you.
well, we fell in love with each other. Honestly, at the time, I was having a lot of meetings with a lot of agents, and when I met her, I just couldn't.
It's
Everything
like, you're my
stopped.
person.
Yeah, we like touched fingers and the universe exploded. It was magical. She's just so fierce and so strong and funny and kind and opinionated, and she feels like my older sister now. She doesn't really feel like my agent, and I love her and I'm so grateful for her. And she was like, listen, you should do screen. You should try it at least. How do you feel about that? And I was like, yes, and. Fresh out of school, yes, and. And so she put me up for a bunch of auditions, and just based on my tapes, she sort of understood my vibe, which was really cool.
That's really good, yeah.
She got me like this, and didn't put me in a box either. Sent me lots of different things. And at first I thought, I can't do that. I'll tape it, but I can't do that, and I can't do this. Especially like the serious stuff, the dramas. Yeah. I went through all of drama school, never doing anything serious ever.
Really?
That's right. I thought it was boring. And so I just, doing that felt really foreign and uncomfortable. And then when I started getting recalls for those kind of things and booking those kind of things, I was like, I can do more than just be silly and goofy and funny. I can also be, that bitch.
Yeah, like I can do that.
Yeah. So she really pushed me, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I'm so grateful for her and for her exposing me to this part of the industry, because I completely fell in love with it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Took some time.
It
was really scary at first. Even just being in front of a camera on set, they're so
scary.
Big.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I was just
You're like, why is this gigantic camera in my face?
And asking everyone, what's that? What's this? What is that? Because no one tells you anything.
Yeah, you kind of just rock up.
You just rock up and expected to know all these things and all these. I was like, I need to pee, and they're just like 10-1, and I don't know what.
Yeah, and you're like,
it means 10. What does 10-2 mean?
It's poo.
And so she was always there. I could always call her and say, "What's that? What am I doing? Why
People are saying something at me. Like, what does this mean?"
Yeah. And it's very different to theatre.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how did you find then your acting and everything changed or stayed the same from going from like theatre to then screen work?
Yeah, really changed. Really changed. Straight out of drama school, I did an advert for Samsung.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fun fact.
It was on a Peck and Plex. Like, we were all like,
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
It's funny.
We filmed that for a week in...
Wow.
Where were we? Somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
I just never went outside. It was like a week of just being in this warehouse where we filmed.
Very intense.
And I think it was kind of the perfect way to be introduced into film, because I was just a puppet. I mean, I was just doing what I was told, and when I wasn't doing what I was told off. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to do this one different. And they were like, no, do it the same. I was like, right, of course, I'm going to do it the exact same. So doing that for a week, I think, was a really good introduction to what set is like. Then I did a musical at the Donmar called The Band's Visit. And it was an amazing experience. And I was pretty much just doing improv comedy every night.
Nice.
I didn't really have that many lines, but I knew that my character was stupid and slutty. So sort of within stupid and slutty, I played a lot.
Yeah.
And then straight after that, I did the Tattooist of Auschwitz. And that was quite scary.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's quite... You know, especially if you come from like a comedy background or you just did something that was so comedic.
Yeah.
How did you personally like handle prepping yourself for a world that's quite dark?
I think I didn't really know that I was going to need to do that.
Yeah.
Because I've never really done it before.
Right.
So I just sort of went in ready to play.
Yeah.
The way I prepped is not the way I prep for screen anymore. It's the way I prep for theatre. You know, in theatre, the script is the Bible.
Yeah.
The work script, the text is the Bible. It's, you study it deeply. Every word, every punctuation means something. Someone sat and thought about it.
Yeah.
Really thought about it.
Yeah. Like, what's the objective of that line, etc.?
Yes, I work with lists a lot. I make lists, which was one of the things that they taught us at Mountain View that really worked for me.
Yeah.
It just means that I end up reading the play about 6 times, and I never have to learn the words. I just know them by the end. With TV, the scripts change daily. And they change all the time.
Yeah, sometimes they even change. I've heard they change like an hour before you're meant to be
Yeah, sometimes on the spot
something,
they
and
go,
they're
actually,
like,
can
oh,
you
here's
say...
this monologue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, all the time. So you have to get good at learning text.
Yeah.
But also you have to you can't put it on a pedestal before you reach the set.
Yeah.
In the moment, it is important and you give it everything, but it's more about the journey of the scene than the specific words you're saying. Don't build an entire character on one word that you say.
Yeah.
You know, don't develop a shtick because of one thing that you say about
Yeah.
having asthma.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
don't
do that.
because
Don't be
they might
coughing in every
cut.
scene.
Yeah, might be cut. And then you're just weirdly coughing and everything. So I didn't have to do any of that, and I did. I also didn't really have to put myself in a headspace where my imagination was working very, 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 very strongly, like I do in theatre. In theatre, you're stood on a stage in a dark room with like hundreds or thousands of chairs in the dark facing you.
Yeah.
You have to be really good at ignoring that and being in the imagination of this play and pretending
With
like you're
often
drinking
very
a drink.
little, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing around you. There's like, come here, doggy, and there's nothing there, you know?
no dog.
And then suddenly I'm on a set where they say action and I have these, I'm in the clothes and I have a number on my arm and we're in Slovakia, in Bratislava, and it's cold. It really is cold. I don't
Yeah.
have to think about it being cold.
Because
it
it actually
really
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this soldier, this Nazi soldier is coming towards me and is looking at me, and I don't think about, okay, he's more important to me. He just is.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
is.
You're just in that world then.
And there's the extras. You know, we have background. We have like 300 background or something, and they're all fucking freezing. And you just don't have to put yourself. So putting myself in that headspace was just not beneficial for me offset. So offset, it was really hard, and I didn't really eat much, and I didn't sleep much, and I got very sick, and I was having nightmares. And then after the production, after we finished the show, I was like, maybe I should see a therapist.
Yeah.
And she did a bunch of things with me that helped me sort of let go of that and
Yeah,
move
because
on.
you keep it in your body if you're in that world, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just never really thought about that. I was just always like, the end. Because
Yeah.
I was always like, rat-tat-tat,
Yeah, and like
everything.
walking off stage, then you're done with it.
Yeah, the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, the prep now that I do is very different to
Right.
the prep I did before.
So how do you, because you did Good Girls Guide to Murder
Yes.
after,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So how differently, before we get into details on that, how differently did you go into prep then?
I just was back in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than playing a very young person, which I did before as well, but surrounded by people who were much younger than me.
Yeah.
I had to, just copy them.
Yeah.
Just play with them. We did a lot of off-screen bonding and chemistry.
Nice.
And so
yeah.
we just clicked and became best friends. And I did still think of the text as a bit of a Bible. There was this thing that I said 3 times in the show, and I was like, well, the third time's obviously a joke, right? But we didn't film it in order of the way it would play.
Okay.
So we filmed the second time first, and I said it like it was the second time. And then we did the third time, and I said it like it was the third, and then they cut the first one.
No.
So now I'm just saying it twice in kind of a weird way.
And you're like, oh.
What was it? What was the line?
Don't worry. Nobody noticed.
I was going to say,
I
please
see.
nobody focus on it.
There's a moment where we're about to go into a party in this cave, and I go, it's a party, Pip. They're not going to have pina coladas or something like that. That, I think, was number 2. Anyway, it was. That's when I learned that lesson, when it came out, and I was like, no!
Why would they do that?
I'm so stupid. Yeah. But other than that, it was just a lot of play, and we had a lot of fun. And I got to meet some of my best friends now.
That's so nice.
Yeah. It was really cool.
That's something I just thought of though. Is like, I guess coming from theatre, you're just in the moment, and then when you're watching a show that you've been in, you don't know what the edit's going to be like and all that kind
my
of thing.
God.
Like, how does that, so for instance with that line, that must be so, I don't know, surprising, especially the first time you see something that you've recorded and there's been a huge chunk of time, I'm assuming, between like
like a year.
wrap and then like release.
Yeah.
How's that experience?
I think it's about do you know what? That is reminding me that it was really hard for me to let go of this control.
Right.
I like the
Yeah.
control I have of telling this story on stage. I know the way that it should be told. We sort of spoke about it
Yeah.
as
A
like
little bit
writers and
before.
directors for you.
Yeah.
I know the way I want this to be told and the way I think it deserves to be told. And giving that power to someone else is really, really hard, but really important. Yeah, it's made me realize that I'm not important, basically.
You are, but
but not really. Like, you're part of a team.
yeah.
And in theatre, I think you can really fall into the fantasy
Yeah.
of I am the main event, and I
Yeah.
know how to. You sort of have to be a bit delusional because it's so scary.
Yeah, terrifying.
So that delusion is still there.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But you also have to accept that you have to let go. And I just learned not to watch any of my stuff.
Did you see
fair.
it for the first time with everyone else? Or like with TV, do you get like an early screening or anything? Or
Yeah,
was
there's a
it-
screening usually. If it's a movie, there's a screening of the whole movie. And if it's a series, then sometimes you get 2 episodes, sometimes you get 3, depending on the length.
Cool.
Yeah, so I will go to these,
Yeah.
but in my house,
You
at
won't
home.
sit down in the evening and go, let me watch myself on
No.
screen.
No, it's fine. The experience that I had with it, I also don't read comments and I don't read
Okay,
tweets. I don't
yeah, I was gonna
read
ask about that.
reviews.
Yeah.
Feels healthy.
No, I don't like
I was
to
going
do.
to say, good boundary.
Yeah.
Good boundary.
Maybe.
Can be.
Maybe it is
Yeah.
sometimes important to do that, but I
Yeah.
would just rather not.
Well, you've also
Yeah.
stepped into 2 major franchises, like book franchises.
Yeah.
How did you approach that? Like, Tattooist of Auschwitz is a book. Good Girl's Guide to Murder is a book. Did you read the original text? Did you look into the fandom? Or were you like, I'm going to approach this knowing it's based on something, but as a separate project?
I read the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt.
I think you
it
get
felt
both.
important.
Yeah.
I read the books, but I studied the script. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because there's this team thing,
Yeah.
I trusted that if I'm doing something that feels really far away from the book, that someone will
Tell you.
just fix it.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like all the responsibility was on me.
Yeah.
But also I wasn't like a very big part in either of them. I was like this small, maybe in the book that she's a bigger part,
Yeah.
like especially in Tattooist.
Yeah.
But in the series, I just got to figure out,
Yeah.
how to even
How to
do
do
this
everything,
thing. Yeah,
yeah.
I was such a baby. It's weird because it wasn't that long ago, but
Yeah.
I felt like such a baby and
Yeah.
like I didn't know anything. And that's another reason, because there's such a time jump between when you wrap something and then you watch it.
Yeah.
You change so much as an actor
Right.
that I just think you remember the feeling of doing it, and it felt really fun and really nice and really positive. Watching it back, you'll just be like, well, I wouldn't have done that. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
That
did
was
I
a
do
different
this?
choice.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's just not beneficial, so I just rather not. And then that's also why I don't really read reviews and stuff. It doesn't really matter. My job is not selling a show. My job is just being in it and
Being
acting in
there.
it. And if I enjoyed myself and had a good time, then that's how I would like to remember it.
Yeah. That is very lovely.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you, like, I guess, especially for Good Girls Guide to Murder, since that has quite an extensive following, like, for both projects, did you meet the authors of the books?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Ah.
I met the author of Tattooist after we already filmed the show
Okay,
at the
okay.
screening, and it was really special. And
Yeah.
the second book that she wrote is about Silka,
Yeah,
the character
Silka's
that I
journey.
played. Yes.
Yeah, I've read that.
And so she had a very, and I read that too before
Yeah.
filming. So she had such a clear vision of this character, and the fact that I never got to talk to her about it before was a bit scary.
Yeah.
But she
Like,
was
God,
really
does
lovely
she like me?
and really,
Yeah.
please like me.
Yeah.
She was really nice and
Yeah.
and really cool and really smart. Just a
Yeah.
really smart person.
Yeah.
It was really cool to meet her. And then Holly Jackson, who writes A Good Girl's
yeah.
Guide,
Yeah.
is she's my mate now.
Yeah.
Like, we're just friends.
She's so beloved as well by
Yeah.
all the fandom. Yeah.
I don't really get it. I think she's the worst. She's a nightmare and she's very inappropriate. But, she's like the best and
Yeah.
one of the funniest people I've ever met.
Yeah.
And We just went to see Lady Gaga 2 nights ago.
I saw this
together.
yeah.
Did you the Mayhem Ball?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Because
Jealous.
our
Jealous.
friend
I
Emma
saw.
was dancing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw.
you guys,
The
I don't
Wednesday
think you
dance,
understand.
right?
Yes.
That must have been insane.
Yeah.
We were shitting. We just could not believe that it was the most insane.
Yeah,
That's
you just
crazy.
see your
She
friend
was-
up on that stage, and you're like, sorry, hello.
Just dancing with Lady,
Lady
Gaga.
Gaga.
Crazy.
It was
Yeah.
bonkers.
Yeah.
So Holly and I were holding on to each
Holding,
other,
you're like,
shaking,
oh my God.
just screaming for the whole night. So yeah, she's amazing and she's
Yeah.
the best, and she's on set a lot.
Okay.
She's also written the scripts.
Yeah.
So she's heavily involved and opinionated.
Because that's her
and
baby.
She should be.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
again, like we were saying, you don't want to hand over your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah, scary.
Really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she just knows.
Yeah.
And so if I ever have a question, I go to her and
You call her,
she's-
you're like, Holly, help.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she will make fun of me for like an hour and then,
Yeah.
and then actually give me some advice. No, she's wonderful.
That's
Genuinely.
great. And you've just recently finished filming another project, Alice and Steve, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything you can share with us?
Yeah, what can you tell us about it?
It's one of the best scripts I've ever read.
Oh.
Excited.
When I first got the script, I got 4 episodes just to audition for one, just to audition for a character. I didn't really know how big this character was. And I read the scripts and it blew my mind. I mean, I was cackling. It's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
Sophie, who wrote it, is just an insane person. She's very, very crazy.
Yeah.
She was on Sex Education as well, wasn't she?
Yes,
This
she
is
wrote it
gonna be
and
so
directed
good.
a couple of episodes from the first season.
Yeah.
So she's like OG.
OG
Yeah.
team. Yeah.
It's like, but this is very much not for kids
Yeah.
at all.
Do not make your children watch this.
No. So it's Disney Plus and Clerkenwell Films who did Baby Reindeer,
Yeah.
who did
Wow, cool.
The End of the Fucking World. So it's
I
very
forgot about that show. I loved that show.
such a good show.
Yeah, I loved
So
that
good.
show.
It's different, and I
yeah,
feel like it
was
really
so
influenced.
weird. Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved it.
No,
Yeah.
it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And they're amazing.
Yeah.
And it's all very dark, very cinematic. I get to play a 26-year-old woman, my first above 18 character. Who her mother is played by Nicola Walker. And her name is Alice, and my character's name is Izzy. And Alice has a best friend, and his name is Steve, played by Jermaine Clement. And Alison's, gosh, that was really close. Steve and Izzy start going out.
Oh.
Yeah, and Steve
Okay.
is 50.
Right.
And my mother, Izzy's mother, is also 50, and Izzy is 26. So the show is sort of about what happens when that happens.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy bananas, you guys. It's bonkers.
I love
I'm really excited for that.
Can't wait.
I feel like that
really
makes sense
excited
for
for that.
Jermaine Clement.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. I love that actor. How was working with him then? I'm sure you
Amazing.
had a lot of scenes if you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of my scenes are with him. I mean,
Oh, cool.
he's such a babe. He's just such a sweetheart, and he's just really kind,
Yeah.
genuinely, and really open to anything, and respected me, even though I was like the fresh face.
Yeah.
You know, I was like,
You're like, hi guys.
I was very scared,
Yeah.
but nobody knew. Nobody needed to know.
Yeah.
And he was really supportive and really kind and
Yeah.
gave me really good advice. And I think we just became really good friends very quickly.
Nice.
Oh, that's so nice.
all that stuff was just not uncomfortable to do and felt
Yeah.
really easy. And it was one of the best experiences of my life doing this job.
Oh, I love that.
It was
Yeah.
incredible. The whole team, the
Yeah.
director, the DOP, makeup, hair, costumes, props, everyone.
Everyone. Yeah.
Producers, everyone. And the cast was just amazing. Nicola is...
I was going to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say hello,
I
yeah.
was researching this earlier and I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
It was just amazing to
Yeah,
work on.
yeah.
It felt like I felt so lucky every day. I couldn't sleep sometimes because I was just so excited.
Excited to wake up the next day.
I couldn't wait.
I love that.
It was just a dream. It was like a dream, really. And working on such a good script was also I just felt so lucky
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah, I mean, I could cry talking about it. Genuinely.
When is it? I was going to say, when's it coming out? Do we know?
I don't know yet. We wrapped very recently, so
Okay.
not for a while.
Okay.
But I'm sure it will come out in a year.
We'll keep an eye.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Yes, please.
Now we're all
Yeah.
excited.
I will probably watch this, and I never watch my stuff. So this is something that I'm actually genuinely
I was
excited
going
to
to say,
watch.
that's really good then.
Because
yeah.
also there's a bunch of other it's such a big cast. It's like
Yeah.
kind of an ensemble show. So I didn't get to see a lot of things in it. And I'm really excited to see how.
Hear that quite a lot in interviews. The actors that are in these like a lot of the Game of Thrones people, they skip through their scenes
Yeah.
to
Yes.
get to like all the Westeros people who were like,
Yeah,
oh no,
exactly.
I'm over it. I want to see what Daenerys is doing.
Yeah. It's like, I actually don't care about my character's
don't
story.
care.
That's exactly
We'll
what it's
carry
gonna
on.
be.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
That's so fun.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
And the director, Tom Kingsley, is phenomenal.
Yeah, I was going to say, how was working with him?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's so kind, and it just feels like your best mate is on set, and he's your biggest fan, and he wants you to do really well. That's
Yeah.
just what it feels like. I was listening to Amy Poehler. I love her podcast, Good Hang.
Yeah, of
So
course.
She's amazing, and
Yeah.
she was talking about how the best way to create to do comedy is to create a space where people feel really comfortable to fuck up. And I think he really is really good at creating such a safe space.
Yeah.
I just felt like there was nothing that I could do that he would be like, what was that?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple of times where he was like, that didn't work, did it? Nah.
And you're like,
Let's
"No."
try this. Yeah. And he was always open to listening to my ideas, always, even though I'm, again, so fresh and I genuinely know nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think we should do it like that. And
Yeah.
It's like, girl, what are you talking about? But he always gives it a go. He always tries. And most of the time it doesn't work, but I'm so grateful that he always tries.
Yeah.
It's really
That sounds
nice.
like a really lovely experience then.
Yeah, it sounds like the environment was
Yeah.
so like,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Love that.
10 out of 10.
So throughout all of your projects, what is, well, a tough question, but what's the best piece of advice that you've received as a baby on sets, you know, and being oftentimes, like, especially in this one now, like one of the newer people to come in? Or is there a specific moment where you, I guess, realize that the pressure maybe wasn't as immense as you thought it would be on you? Like, is there a specific thing someone said to you, specific moment where you were like, this is actually okay, I'm actually fine?
Tough question.
Sorry.
Great question. Great question. I just don't know if I have a good answer for it.
You can give us a
I've
short
never
answer.
really thought about it, actually. I've never really thought of that. I think what I've realized is my place within a production is often what I do off set. It's really important to me that we're all friends. Something that's really, really at the top of my list, because it's really hard for me to work with someone that I'm not friends with.
Yeah.
To a certain level.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There needs to be something
Yeah.
the way we feel comfortable enough to do something that is very vulnerable
Yeah.
together
Yeah. for
right
sure.
now, and it's just us
Yeah.
it's just us two in this space, in this room full of like 100 people,
Yeah.
and we're the ones doing something scary on
Yeah.
screen together, and it's filmed and everyone's going to see it.
Yeah.
So we need. I would like to
need
have
a trust.
I would like to have this trust, and I mostly want them to trust me. I
Yeah.
think, and to like me.
Like me.
So I think off screen, I'm very active in creating a group chat
Yeah.
and inviting everyone to dinner and making sure everyone's invited.
Yeah.
There's no hierarchy that is unacceptable. And I think
Yeah.
people who think that there is are wrong, and maybe in the business for the wrong reasons
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And so it is a privilege to be one of the leads because you can establish that.
Yeah.
Whereas I found that when I'm not one of the leads, I can't really go, hey, why aren't we all friends?
Yeah.
You know, because
like, why are we not all
there is-
going to dinner?
there is that initial hierarchy there
Yeah.
of you're on set every day, you know everyone here. So I think I realized that this is something that I do
Yeah.
when I was told by another actor, like, that really changed the way that this felt, because you made sure that everyone was always involved and on the same level. And then it happened again or another, and then again, and I was like, okay, I think this is what I do.
Yeah, this is my
I
strong
think
suit.
I will mother.
Yeah.
I think I'm here to mother.
Yeah.
And not shying away from that.
Yeah.
And embracing it as well. But on screen, I don't know if there was something. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, I think I've probably also after a while, you just kind of, you know, get more and more comfortable as you go on and on and on, right? Or do you
Definitely.
feel like, yeah?
Definitely. After the first week.
After the first week, yeah.
The first week, you're like, I shouldn't be here.
like, why am I
They've
here?
made a huge mistake. Everyone's going to hate me and I'm going
Yeah.
to do a terrible job. And then, and then you just do it.
Yeah.
You just get on with it.
Yeah.
Same with any new job, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was
not
gonna
going to have any friends. No
Yeah.
one's going to get me. I'm going to be weird again. Like you base everything on this one experience that you had when you were 12.
Yeah, I
And
was
now-
going to say, you went from like, I don't know,
Law.
like primary school
That's
to
it.
middle school.
That's my
yeah.
law.
Yes. And everything initially feels like it's going to be that again, and then it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like someone said to me once that imposter syndrome never leaves you and everyone's always feeling the same.
Yeah.
And she was like, my mum is my mum and she's a high court judge and she's still like, I don't know if I can do this job. And it's like, you're
Girl,
literally
you're like
a high
The
court
head,
judge.
I was going to say, you're like literally as high as
So-
we can get.
And I was just like, oh, that actually makes me feel a lot better. Because it's
Doesn't
like
it?
everyone, I think everyone has that insecurity of like, oh God, are they going to like, am I doing a good job? Are they
Yeah,
going to like
are they
me?
gonna like me?
I feel embarrassed to ask for help. And it's like, no, it needs, everyone is in the same boat. And I think
Yeah.
that's so true.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say, just going off of that, Nicola Walker is exactly like that. If you didn't know who she was, you would think that it was her first time ever being on a film set. She doesn't know how any of it works. She's never acted before. This is all fresh. Like, before each take, she will go through her blocking. She will go through her lines. She will just, like, she works so hard. And I eventually started making fun of her for it, obviously. Naturally.
Once you're comfortable
But
with it, yeah.
I mean, it's so easy to make fun of. But she works so hard, and she's always sometimes she will do a take and it will be so amazing, and everyone, like, the first is gulping down tears as he's saying cut, and then it will end and she'll be like, that was really shit, we need to do another one. And I'm like,
You're just like, what?
wow, if Nicola Walker thinks this,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like my friend's mum.
Yeah.
She's like
Yes.
such a, Nicola Walker's like such a
Hard
she's
on
a
themselves.
CEO.
amazing
Yeah, she
like,
is
Of
a
acting.
CEO of
drama
acting.
actor here, and like
Yeah.
that's so, I guess, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
heart. I feel bad saying heartwarming because if she's nervous,
but
like,
it is,
No,
you know,
no,
it is,
but it's
because
like
yeah.
you
someone's
feel
approachable, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just a feeling. Do you, like, it's not.
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
reality.
It's not who you
That's
are.
right.
Like
Yeah.
even people who are the best of the best are
Yeah.
nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
she
especially
is.
like as an actor, you experience being the new person in a job multiple times
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah,
Because
true.
you go to, I just started a new job recently, and I was peeing my pants. I was texting these two every day, being like, what if they hate me? And like, this is the first time in 2 years I'm doing this. If you're an actor or you're working actively in film, you approach these new projects like the newbie once, twice, 3 times a year. That's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But also
yeah.
so exciting.
Yes, you
Yeah.
have to be really good at finding connections with people very quickly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll meet someone for the first time and then you're like, okay, we are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
And we have been,
Yeah.
like, my first scene on Alice versus Steve was with Jermaine Clement. My first scene on set, my first day, was us on the stairs kissing.
Oh,
No
yeah.
way.
First scene.
Yeah.
God. Like, hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Yali.
Yeah.
Let's kiss on the mouth.
Yeah.
And you have to be really, 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 really good at connecting very
Yeah.
quickly, I think,
Yeah.
so that you can do it and do it well.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Like, just doing a good job.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, part of that is becoming kind of friends.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Sadly. Sometimes.
Shame. I have a friend.
So many friends.
Yeah. Is there? What's next? Like, what have you got?
Yeah.
Anything coming up or anything coming out soon?
On the 5th of October, which will be before this comes out, so it's already out. I have a second season of a show called House of David that I filmed.
Of course.
And I really, really enjoyed filming the second season. I got to have a real storyline.
Yeah.
And she's a woman, and she's a strong woman.
Yeah.
She loved a hero.
Yeah, I really felt very grateful for the writers. I actually got to be in the writers' room and write a bunch of
Oh, cool.
my stuff, which was really cool and influenced.
Was that a first for you?
First time, yeah.
That must have been so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, they are really, they just want the show to be really good.
Yeah.
And they're really open to any ideas. And, you know, they're a bunch of middle-aged men.
Yeah.
Sorry. But they are. And they're trying to write this young woman's story.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it felt really lovely that they were like, what do you think?
That's
Yeah.
really nice.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's really cool. So I
Yeah.
got to say a lot about what I think. And they really listened. And they changed my entire plotline from the initial script that we got into this whole new thing that felt like, I just feel like people might relate to her. I hope so. I really love her a lot. I really love this character and I loved playing her. And so that's coming out on the 5th. And then the second season of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder will be coming out soon on Netflix. So please watch it. I don't love the character as much. She turns into kind of a bitch because she's very young. She's 17 and she's easily influenced
Yeah.
and she just sort of loses herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loses herself.
I feel like a lot of 17-year-olds have been there.
I think they'll relate.
Yeah.
I think
I think they'll relate. I hope so.
Yeah.
I still love her,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't love the things that she does or says. But she looks fabulous. The outfits are
I was gonna say,
fabulous.
She's doing it in style.
In style.
Yeah.
I look
Looking
like
great.
a Barbie doll. Like,
Yeah.
the clothes were amazing. The costumes were amazing. So that will be coming out. And then Alice and Steve will be coming out.
It's all not coming out. Look at you go.
I've got a movie that I was a part of. I was a very small part of it, but I'm still very proud of it because the script is amazing. It's called CC Emily. And it will be coming out soon as well.
Gosh, so
Um,
exciting.
Yeah, you're rolling. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it.
It's amazing.
Wow.
That's all.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you so much
for
for
coming
coming on
on.
You
today.
guys for having me. You guys are all so lovely and so cool. Let's be friends.
Yeah, let's make a group
Yeah.
chat.
Let's. I'm on it. I will mother this.
Like new environment. No, but truly, thank you so much
Yes,
for coming.
thank you
on.
so much.
Of course.
Can't wait to watch everything coming out soon.